So the referee blows the whistle, and away we go in Kigali. Home side gets us underway. Rwanda taking on Nigeria in Group C on match day 5 of CAF qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Four of Rwanda's last 5 games have produced 3 or more goals to back up that stat a minute ago. Whilst Nigeria's 4 games in the World Cup qualifiers have all witnessed goals at both ends, so perhaps we will get a decent amount of action. Osimhen, first to the ball, and then bundled over. Wins the free kick in a pretty dangerous position. It was Captain Bizimana, the guilty party. He will now have to shore up his defence. First real test for the Rwandan backline with 10 minutes on the clock. Of the one-on-ones in the box. Lookman whips it into a good area, and it's fired home by whoever he goes. Beautiful delivery from Lookman. Crucially missed by the Rwandan defence. I think it was Angie Mutsinzi who leapt but didn't quite get there. And Osimhen gambled at the back post, and his luck paid off, slotting it home on the volley. Nothing Ntwari could do. 10 minutes into his first appearance of this World Cup qualifying campaign, Victor Osimhen picks up his first goal. His single campaign in Southeast Europe. Now looking to turn provider, and I tell you what, that was a little too... Osimhen showing another part of his game. Out on the right wing, very queuing up. It's looped in and onto the head of Kong by Lookman. Nigerian captain couldn't keep his header down in the World Cup qualifiers. The spell out through injury will make such a difference. Now he's returned. Both he and Osimhen could turn this campaign around. Aina nicking in, winning the free kick. Not dissimilar position to the one that led to Osimhen's opener. Caught by Samuel Goulet. His first start of the qualifiers, a couple of substitute appearances. It's in again by Lookman. It was onto the head of his captain once again. This one closer than the last from the corner. Just drifted wide of the far post. Rwanda are surviving here. A quarter of an hour gone. Plenty of space for Kong. Found a gap in that sea of Osimhen and Galatasaray being prepared to do anything to keep him. quickly won over fans, established himself as a key part of the team on loan from Naples, from Napoli, to secure his permanent transfer. Turkish club Adel Amrouche animated on the sidelines, understandably so. Mixed reactions to his appointment. Abidjan-born Malian manager and international, looking to win over the sceptics here. It's been a perfect start. Nigeria are on the attack again here. Here's Simon. Brilliant save by Ntwari. Simon with his hands on his head. Knows that was a big chance. Well struck, just too close to the Kaiser Chiefs keeper. Nonetheless, impressive reactions. One back by Osimhen, showing it's another string to his bow. Simon, who's been involved in a lot of goals in Ligue 1 this season. Not quite broken into the top 10 for scorers yet. Osimhen now a clear second on 24. It was towards Osimhen again. Both he and Wilfred Ndidi going for that header, maybe getting in each other's way a touch. Off target from Osimhen. Hakim Sahabo. Pass is wayward though, ultimately. The roar of expectation in the stadium subsides. And now it's trepidation again. Simon into the middle. And again, it was a little too close to his own goal for comfort by a Rwandan centre-back, this time Thierry Manzi. Osimhen was lurking behind. Certainly couldn't let it go to cause yet more trouble with another delicious delivery. This time it was too close to Ntwari. His punch is picked up on the edge. Now back with Lookman, trying to create space for a clever disguised low ball in. Ultimately ran through to the Rwanda keeper. Lookman looking dangerous again. 13 goals, 5 assists in Serie A this season. Just 23 appearances. To say he and Osimhen have been two of Africa's very best over the last couple of years. A consistent goal scorer in his time at Atalanta. Never really quite got going with his English teams, nor his German. Rwanda, though, growing into this one now after that early blow. He rode out the storm. Nigeria looked the far more likely to score the game. Enter the fray with 50 minutes or so of the game still to play. Could it prove immediately to be a super sub? It was Mugisha, within seconds of entering the fray, who was the first to test the reflexes of Stanley and Nwabali. It's a little space was on target, comfortable enough for the Nigeria keeper, but finally Rwanda coming to life here late in the first half. They got to survive through though to half time. Always a threat in attack, the Super Eagles. Better spell, but in a second, there could be a second if an opportunity is presented at the other end of the pitch. Lookman and Osimhen combining again. Paul Kagame, roar of appreciation for the president of Rwanda. Will surely be enjoying his country's end to this first half. Rwanda making Nigeria work for their lead now. Three in the box waiting as Gisha turns this way and that. It's over the head though of Nchuti. Listens to that roar. Something of a mismatch with Ola Aina. It's off the gloves of Enwa Bali, but not all that harmless free kick forwards. Rather sums up Nigeria's end to this first half. The impression they are just trying to survive with their lead intact through to half-time. Reorganise. Take on the advice of Eric Schell. Calmly done by Iwobi and Aina. Bassi back to his keeper. Picked up though by Nyomagabo. Magisha. There it is. Gilbert Magisha. Second Magisha now added to the Rwanda 11. But Osimhen nicks in, closes in on goal, dinks it over Ntwari, and Nigeria just like that have a second. Nigeria have been looking like they were just trying to survive through to half-time with their lead intact. But Osimhen always lurking, nicked in. And from there was very little doubt about how it would end. Nigeria's number 9 scores his 25th goal for his country and puts the Super Eagles in a totally commanding position for the second half. A quick glance up, saw Ntwari rushing out. The presence of mind to lift it over the Kaizer Chiefs keeper. As we come back to the action, it's Nigeria on the front foot again. Osimhen through to Lookman and wins a corner, and suddenly it's Rwanda trying to survive through to half-time, but not with the lead. Instead, trying to stay within 2 of their visitors. Corner taken short. Back to Adamola Lookman. Zaina. Moses Simon. Lookman lets it run. And that will be the half-time whistle. Well, Osimhen, the difference between the two sides with a first half brace. 1 goal in the 11th minute. The next, well into first half stoppage time. Nigeria halfway to their